about of an adjective ya, teman-teman ya. When you wanna try to say about adjective with ing or the ed for this one, and that you try to talk for several things that make you a little bit this kind of bored, or maybe that's annoying like this one, or something's happened that you try to mention it for several stuff like this one. And today is Thursday, by the way, and that's why tomorrow we're gonna get several things that's really special on Friday. And before we try to talk about our topic today, I'm gonna ask you to analyze about this sentence. Jadi Brioris akan mencoba untuk memberi teman-teman tantangan untuk analyze about this sentence ya, by the way. Wait, I'm gonna try to open up our topic nih. Okay, this one. This. Oh, let's try to analyze about this. Which one is suitable for answer that sentence, to complete that sentence? You look really that blah blah blah. Why don't you go to?
Tired.
Tired.
Sure. It's kind of tired. That isn't tiring.
Yes, tired. I
Tired.
agree.
Okay,
Tired.
that's three. Tired. Okay, that's a really good because it's a part of the feeling of the subject. You here. Okay, that's a really good. It's kind of look tired. Why don't you go to bed like that? Okay, correct. It's about tired. Now, what about this? Can I call you? I've got some very news for you.
Exciting.
Exciting news like this one?
Exciting.
Okay. Correct.
Yeah,
It's about
exciting.
exciting news nih. That's exciting news that answer for that one ya. Because it's about all the news like this. It's about of the subject feelings like that, but it's about the news. Oh, my neighbor is always playing loud music. It's very
Who's always playing loud music? It's
Annoying.
Quiet.
Annoying.
oh
It's very
Annoying.
annoying. Yeah, annoying.
that's okay. That is the kinds of person to say about annoyed like this one. Okay, there's a annoyed theme and annoying theme. Okay, my neighbor is always playing music. It's a
My neighbor is
very
always playing loud music. It's very
Annoying.
okay.
Annoying.
It's
music.
very annoying. That's a really correct. When we try to
Annoying.
translate it ya, it's very itu sangat. Kalau kita pakai yang annoyed,
Ganggu ya.
jengkel itu sangat jengkel ya. Kalau if we
I
try to
feel
use the word
annoyed.
annoyed, nah that's why can say annoying. Kalau konteks lebih kan menjengkelkan. It's very annoying. Alright. But when we try to put the word annoyed, that's why jengkel. Right.
Dompet.
Were and we got lost.
Were the direction were
Confusing.
and we got lost. Yeah. Same. Confusing.
Confusing? That isn't confused? Sure?
Confused.
Confused is Luciana.
Confusing.
Okay. Confusing or confused?
Confusing.
Confusing.
Because it's object direction.
That's why if you want to try to check, says Ifta. Which one says Ifta? Confused or confusing?
Confusing.
The direction
Confusing.
That's why if you want to try to put confused, that's a little bit incorrect for the sentence that we try to build like this one ya. Bingung. Jadi the direction jadi arahnya bingung like this one. That's the correct one is membingungkan. That's why we try to use confusing one, yeah. It's about the the direction were confusing name this one. We got lost like that. I was really that I won this competition.
Surprise.
I won
Surprise.
Okay, I was really surprised that I won the competition
Competition.
like this one. By the way, if you try to put about words, are you little bit confused about this? About was or maybe were, everyone? Is that clear for you? It's about the nominal for past tense like that?
Yeah.
Or is that so really easy to put or try to use was and were? Does anyone little bit uh does anyone little bit use about was and words about the difference? Really clear
Yeah.
for you? That's so easy, yeah. Was and were.
Was
It happened in the past. That's why if there is a was and were, it's happened in the past. This is There's a difference if we try to use is, are, but it's happened now. Like,
yeah.
she didn't call
He
about
didn't call
the car.
about the
I don't
car. I
think
don't think
sis.
she's
interesting.
interested.
Okay, which one? Interested or
Interested.
interesting?
I
Okay,
don't think she's interested. Interested.
okay. Right. Wait.
Ya tertarik.
Tertarik or menarik?
I don't think she's tertarik.
Okay.
Ya tertarik, interesting.
Interested. Nah, it's really correct ya.
She didn't call about the car.
She is interested in buying it. Nih, that's why we can use interested ya, tertarik like this one. Because when we try to put interesting, that isn't correct for our analyze like this one ya. For this one. Okay, is what about this?
My cats get really,
Cat get really blank, blank, blank.
and there is thunderstorm.
Frightened.
Frightened.
Frightened. Yeah, subject is really frightened. Frightened.
Frightened or frightening? Which one?
Frightened.
Frightened. Nah,
My cats
frightened.
gets really
My cats get really frightened.
Frightened.
Okay, nah, itu lebih ke ketakutan like this one ya. Frightening this kinds of menakutkan actually. Okay, there is a thunderstorm over there. That's why we can say frightened like this.
right.
Okay. Okay, so that's a really easy by the way ya teman-teman ya. When you try to answer our warming up with verb ing, adjective ing and ad like this one. That's why that you know it the difference when you try to analyze the sentence like that. If ad and without me ya teman-teman ya. For example, berarti jengkel. Tapi kalau annoying, that's about menjengkelkan. There is a me for the meanings like this one. And today we're gonna try to talk about language, teman-teman. Nah, language. And before we try to talk about language, I wanna ask you nih. Do you know about mother tongue? Do you know about mother tongue? Mother tongue.
Bahasa ibu.
Yes, it's Novalina.
Logat-logat.
Okay, what about your mother tongue? This is Novalina.
I'm Sundanese.
Oh, Sundanese. Okay, it's about Sundanese, about your mother tongue, and also, and have you ever learned the Sundanese, or have you ever learned about your mother tongue?
Yeah, yes, I have.
Yes, you have it. All right. What about the other thing? Could you mention about the tongue? Because I'm a Japanese like this one. Not Japanese, yeah, but Japanese. Japanese like this one. Miss Alifa, what about you?
I'm also Javanese.
Japanese. Okay. What about Central of Java, or maybe East Java like this one? Okay. What about the other nih? Kalau teman-teman yang lain? about your mother tongue?
I'm a Buginese.
Okay. Like this one, Sis Febri. Okay. So what about the other?
I am
Teman.
Sundanese.
Sundanese too. Okay.
Yes.
What about the other nih?
Balinese.
Balinese, Sis Evie. All right.
And me, Padangnese.
Padangnese. Okay. All right. It's about Padang, Balinese, Sundanese, Javanese, like this one. Bro
Bataknis.
Weldy, Toraja. Sesama Hasmalina?
Bataknis.
Bataknis. Okay. When we try to talk about our mother tongue, I felt that everyone ever learns about your mother tongue when you were in elementary school, right? Okay. Right. And what did you think about it? Is it it was really easy or hard for you to learn about your mother tongue?
It's hard.
Eh?
It's difficult. Yeah.
Sure. Difficult. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's difficult because in
understand.
Bali we know that there is 3 level of Balinese.
So level of Balinese, then?
Yeah. And bahasa our daily language is the middle one. The middle or the bad one. Maksudnya yang paling kasar gitulah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there any term for that one? Ada istilahnya nggak?
Yeah. It's the top one is bahasa Bali alus. Alus.
Okay.
Yeah, and the middle one, we call bahasa Bali alus singgih, the first one, and the middle one is bahasa Bali Madil, and the third one is bahasa Bali Kepare.
Kepare. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. This is Evie. That you try to mention about the kind of that's mother tongue, yeah, like this one, yeah. Because the specific Balinese and there are several subs for that. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the other nih? How many subs of your mother tongues? It looks like Sis Evie, there are several subs like that. Or
Me.
okay, Sis Febri, what about you?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Maaf. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, bro. Okay, because I'm Buginese. I'm from Makassar, so many kata G, me. Are you okay? Okay, fine. Okay, apa? Oke Ji. Oh, apa nih kayak oke, we start me. Oke, ayo kita start gitu. Kata me, Ji, dan Ki like that. Yeah, maybe something like that. Aduh.
Oh, that's that you try to add a G like this one, yeah, for the end of that your words like that. Okay, nice. What about the other? Did you mention about your mother tongue? Is it so really easy or hard for you when you try to? Or maybe Sundanese? Is that really hard or not?
Hard.
Hard. Yes. What kind of things make it hard?
Yes.
What kind of thing does make it hard when you try to learn about your own mother tongue? Or maybe for every kind of things that make you hard when you try to learn about your mother tongue? Yes, no? Or maybe there are several kinds of subs that you try to learn, or maybe it's about alphabets like that, or maybe about the letter. Okay, what kind of to make you hard? Right?
Yeah.
What kind of thing does make you hard to learn about your own mother tongue? Or maybe the other? What kind of
And Sundanese, spelling is not easy, I think,
Mhm.
because the reading like E and U is as difficult to spelling this, like gaskeun or
Gaskeun, like this one. Okay.
gaskeun. Yeah,
Okay.
ada
if
ya,
if people is not Sundanese will baca gaskeun.
Oh,
But
gaskeun. Yes,
yeah,
of course. That's
gaskeun.
when I try to check it. How to read this one? Yeah, gaskeun,
Ewi
like this one. All right. Right.
But it's Sundanese is gaskeun.
What about the differences panta and panta?
Panta.
You sure, Sis Nova and Sis Ayas? What kind of thing that you? How did you try to mention about panta or panta?
Panta.
Like P.
Like P,
Panta. Yeah,
panta. What
Kalau
kind of thing?
peyem itu
Oh,
pakai P.
Peyem.
okay.
Panta.
Is
Peyem.
it really hard for every Sundanese to say about F like that?
Yes.
No, not hard, but not used to.
Oh, that's just is about. That's
Tiny
why.
pause.
Okay,
Tiny pause.
that's eliminates about the F, yeah, like this one. It's similar when we try to talk about English, that we try to eliminate about GH like this one. That we don't say about enough, but enough like that. All right. So actually, when we try to talk about our mother tongue, there are several varieties things that, yeah, sometimes that you say, wow, that's a little bit hard. There are kind of things that I should do like this one. But that's our mother tongue, right? Actually, when we try to analyze about our language, we have a several language, right? For example, or our main language, like this about Indonesia, if you want to try to communicate each other, and that we have like a local language like Japanese or maybe Sundanese, and where are you from? Dimon, where are you from? Like this one. Nah, that's why we try to master two languages, right? Actually, if you ever apply to your daily conversation, for example, in a normal way, or when you try to meet your friend, do you usually talk with your local? For example, that you are, because I'm from Japanese. When I meet my friend as a similar from Java, I usually speak Japanese like this. Do you usually speak your local one, or that you try to treat yourself to speak like Indonesia every day, or bahasa every day like this one, teman-teman? Okay, right. And also, when we're gonna try to talk about language nih, teman-teman ya. Okay, this is very hard for that nih. Okay, this one. Nah, why English Language Day? Actually, that we have in the Western culture, sometimes they try to celebrate about English Language Day. Nih, this one. Have you ever hear about this celebration before? It's not only Workers' Day, but there is a English celebration too. Yeah. This one. Okay. This day will be celebrated on 23rd of April nih, 23rd of April, about the English language. But we never knows about this one, because that's we never celebrated about this one too. Okay. This day chosen because it's thought to be Shakespeare. Maybe everyone that's really know about Shakespeare is a part of the poets that's are really famous. Yeah. And also this anniversary of his death as well, being English language most famous playwright. Shakespeare also had a huge impact modern day English. Ever hear about Romeo and Juliet? Is a part of creation of Shakespeare or William Shakespeare like this one, because William Shakespeare have a big influence for English, especially English language like this one. They try to give us several words over there. For example, gossip, fashion, a lonely nih, lonely too. It's kind of Shakespeare that try to make it these words like this one, or the phrase break the ice, all our yesterday, find hearted, and love is plain. Yeah, that's why we try to say thanks for Shakespeare, because of Shakespeare is a part of influence of English language too. Yeah, that's why they try to appreciate Shakespeare, and they make 23rd of April become English language day like this one. Have you ever heard about break the ice, about this phrase? Break the ice. Have you ever heard about break the ice before? When you try to wanna eat ice cream, that you try to break the ice like that, or maybe like this one. Nah, break the ice. For example, okay, that you meet a new person and that you wanna make it that's a really chill or that's really relaxed. Atau lebih kayak mencairkan suasana biar gak terlalu tegang nih teman-teman. Break the ice. That's why it's called about that phrase ya. Break the ice. And all our yesterday. Have you ever heard about this phrase? All our yesterday. All our yesterday. Similar with the all of your experience, or it's about your happen in the past, part of your story in the past, like this one. And also faint-hearted. Faint-hearted. Have you ever heard about this? Faint-hearted before? Okay. Okay.
No.
Note before? Okay. And nah, this one is about like the bad word things here. For example, if you're afraid to do something like this one, for example, if you try to face about your problem and that you try to escape that issue or that problem. Nah, atau kita sebutnya adalah teman-teman ya, faint-hearted about this expression. Kalau love is blind, I thought that's already familiar, right? Love is blind. What about love is blind? It's a part of creation too, yeah, that he tried to write on his book or maybe his poetry too. That's why there are several phrases that we can find it from this one. Puppy love, teman-teman. Have you ever hear about puppy love? It's about that idioms or that expresses puppy love. Not yet? Puppy love? Or that you ever feel about this one? Or maybe that's a really common phrase recently. It's called a red flag. What about flag? Have you ever hear about a red flag? About these terms like this one? Or when we try to talk, wait a second. So as everyone says about this, yeah, literally. What about this word? Familiar about literally too, yeah, actually. Nah, that's why it's a part of our history ya teman-teman ya. 23rd of April is a part of English language. If you want to try to celebrate it, that you can celebrate it. That's why the native that's really appreciate with Shakespeare ya teman-teman. Soalnya Shakespeare berperan penting dalam pembentukan bahasa Inggris nih, by the way. And also nih, if I try, wait a second. What about polyglot? Have you ever heard about these terms? Polyglot. Polyglot. Polyglot, it's mean if someone can master several languages. For example, that you can master your mother tongue, that you can English, that you can master about Russian language. That's why it's called polyglot ya teman-teman ya. That you can master more than one languages. Nah, this one it's called polyglot nih. Have you ever have about your expectation that you can master a several? Pernah nggak sih teman-teman kayak mempunyai harapan pengen banget nih, pengen menguasai beberapa bahasa? Have you ever got that expectation? And also what kind of languages that you wanna master? If you wanna master languages, actually I wanna master like English, Japan, and also it's my mother tongue, especially Japanese, like that. What about the other? What kind of language that you want to master? If you have several choices, except English, it's only English that you want to master. Everyone, is there another language?
I want to master Dutch
Dutch. Okay, sis F. Why did you choose about the Dutch? Did you want to go to Dutch?
because my boyfriend is Dutch
Oh,
Dutchman.
oh my God, sure. Have you ever been there?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. All right. Wow. That's your reference from Dutch that you want to try to master about it. Okay, nice. It's only Dutch is about of language that you want to master, yes, is Effie, yeah, except English.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why that's
Yes.
the two languages that you want to be master. What about the other? Do you ever wish to be a polyglot like this one? That you want to master the several languages?
Yes,
I
bro.
wanna
I want to master India language, bro.
This is about language that you try to combine between the English one, yeah, actually. Okay, Indian. Why do you choose about the Indian one? Okay, Rizal.
Yeah, because I like India traditional and I have many friends from India. So I want to understand about India language, bro. I think interested, bro, India. Because in the world, the two population, the highest in the world is India and China. So I'm interested to learn India language.
Okay, it's pada
India and Mandarin.
Okay, India and Mandarin that you want to try to master those languages. Okay, kalau sis Novalina, what about you?
I wanna master Korea language.
Okay, the
Yeah,
Korean language.
Korean
Why?
language.
Do you want to meet your brother? That's why that you want to master about Korean language.
I wanna watch a Korean drama without subtitle.
Okay, I thought that's because of your bias, yeah, but not
I
yeah,
want
because of your
I
because
wanna
of
enjoy to watch without read subtitle.
Okay, nice. That's a really good reason. Is about the key or about the key movie or like this one. Yeah. Alright. What about the other? Or maybe like sis Alvia, sis Ifta, or sis Yayas? Do you ever do you ever wish to be a polyglot like this one? Pengen menguasai beberapa bahasa nggak ya?
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Like sis Novalina,
Mhm.
because I like Korean dramas.
Okay, that you love about the K-dramas. That's why that you
Yes.
want to masters about Korean too. Yeah. So teman-teman, later that you can talk about this one. So about how long have you been learning English? This kinds of that you try to mention about that's almost 3 years or maybe 2 months like this one. Does English become more relevant by the year? Kira-kira relevan nggak sih kalau bahasa Inggris itu setiap tahunnya? Do we still need about English every year like this one, or for now that we don't need about that? But I want to know about your And do you ever wish to be polyglot? Teman pernah nggak sih kayak berharap ingin menjadi seseorang yang polyglot ya? That you try to master a several languages. What other language is easier to master? Nah, please try to mention about the language that's easy to master it. What language is the hardest? And please try to mention it. Because I thought South Korea and Russia, that's really hard for me. And you have a different point of view. The hardest language to learn. Please try to mention about this one, teman-teman. Okay. Okay. Right. So let's get started. Wait a second. I'm gonna copy about those question. Nah, that's why you can chit chat with your friends, teman-teman, about this. Okay. So I have sent our question on our Zoom chat, teman-teman. That's why if you wanna check about the answer that you wanna ask to your friends, that you can ask me. Okay, so let's get started. 3, 2, 1, and let's get, teman-teman. Okay, that you have talked about the languages and the several questions to everyone about the easiest language or maybe the hard language nih, Sis Ifta juga.
Hello, bro.
Halo, kenapa malu-malu? Don't be shy when you try to talk about that. What kind of thing does make you shy, Sis Ifta? All right. Just be active if you want to try to mix it about Indonesian and English. That's never mind actually ya. So,
Mungkin karena belum terlalu percaya diri untuk ngomong bahasa Inggris gitu.
that's why in this class I try to force everyone to speak English. Actually, yeah, you should try. You're confident, yeah, everyone, yeah. That you try to mix it. That's never my name, actually. So, teman-teman, that you have mentioned several questions and that you search about several questions here, is I'm gonna give you this kind of a little bit feedback for that one, yeah. So, if we wanna try to combine between must and can, this we can use CM ya. Jadi can itu juga bisa menggunakan able juga teman-teman. Jadi kalau kita pakai must, jadi kita bisa menggunakan able. Must be able like this one ya. Juga jadi bukan must broto ya teman-teman ya, tapi must able like this.
Yeah, must be able. Yeah.
Must be able. That's why that you haven't hear about able. That's why you can text about that nih must be able.
Able. Yeah.
Jadi ada persamaan. Jadi nggak bisa kalau kita menggunakan mas ketemu dengan can. Soalnya itu is a part of models. Jadi kalau models ketemu model tidak bisa. Jadi cara alternatifnya we can change apple like this one. We try to put apple. Bro, if we
Be able to,
oh,
be able to,
yeah.
or be able to verb or some like.
Be able to like this one, bro Imam. Bener banget. Must be able to like this one. And if you want to try to use like a should or maybe like a could, yeah, can. That's why you can use. Sorry. Could and able. That's a similar, right? Sorry. Should be able to like this one. Seharusnya dapat. Karena kan kita sering ya menggunakan should be able like this one juga bisa. Or have to be able. We can use it. Yes, of course. Sometimes we try as a harus kan teman-teman, itu juga bisa. And if you want to try to say kayak memotivasi teman-teman, because of motivation and little bit difference about the kinds of words like this one. Jadi kalau motivation yang ada ion-ionnya itu tandanya adalah noun teman-teman. Noun kayak nation kan bukan merupakan kata kerja kan teman-teman ya. Jadi ada kalau motivate is kinds of kata kerja. Kalau konteksnya teman-teman, that you try to motivate. Nah, jadi untuk memotivasi seperti itu. And also about ini, about applicable. Yeah, applicable that's a really good. Jadi ada able-nya itu that's a part of your nouns juga. It wasn't applicable. Jadi tidak bisa diaplikasikan. And it's about edit. Nah, kelas 3 teman-teman. That's why we can say the ordinal. Did you still remember about the ordinal when you want to try to mention about the level? That's why we can say 3 class, but we can say third, ya, third. If you want to try to say kelas 9, tinggal ditambahkan th-nya aja teman-teman, biar kelihatan berbeda antara 9 and 9th. Nah, this one, 9 and 9th, like this one. Or maybe about 10th grade, seperti itu. Terus kalau kita mau bilang, wah bro aku sudah membaca. Tadi ada yang menggunakan I have like this one. That's why we try to make it differences between read, read, between verb 2 and verb 1 like this. Kalau teman mau bilang aku sudah membaca, I have read. That isn't I have read. Nah, jadi verb 2 dan verb 3-nya adalah read. Aku sudah membaca, I have read like this one. And wait a second. Nah, edit I recommend. Nah, recommend is about the verb. What about recommendation? Nah, ada tionnya. Jadi itu apa sih kalau ada tionnya? It's about, contohnya my recommendation. Wah, my recommendation about this movie like this. Nah, I recommend you about this one. Jadi that's a little bit different about it. Overall, that's a really active teman-teman when you try to talk about our topic today. But there are several feedback that I try to give to you agar teman-teman nanti semakin tercerahkan bisa menggunakan must, tidak bisa menggunakan must pakai can, tapi bisa ganti menjadi able seperti itu. Oke, thank you teman-teman. We gonna continue our class tomorrow. Thank you for coming ya.
Thank you, brother. See you tomorrow.
And see you tomorrow, teman-teman.
Tomorrow, bro.
Bye. Good